7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How many people got the message? How many people were listening? Howdy, folks. For you folks who are watching. It's a lovely Friday evening. Out here in the middle of nowhere. About 50-something degrees. Which ain't too bad. Considering some of the weather we've had this week, this is actually kind of nice. So, hello folks. Howdy, how you doing? Not a whole lot to discuss. Like I said, from what we know, they've been filming in studio pretty much all week. At least that's what I've been hearing. So that's why you haven't had any location filming footage or anything like that. No pictures and whatnot. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's going to be a slow week in the news until, you know, we get some more information. Now, a lot of people keep asking over and over and over and over again, like the record is stuck, for you people who are old enough to remember phonograph records, about the TARDIS interior. And the thing is, like I said, as of a few weeks ago at Galley 1, it was still in the design stages, and we got that straight from one of the concept designers. So, also, they had some big shoes to fill on set production, set design and all that, especially with Michael Pickwad leaving with everybody else. So, so if you have any questions, commentaries, thoughts, go ahead and throw them out there. We'll have a quick talk about them. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that's better. Get you out of the glare there. Yes, the lonesome terrain, the middle of nowhere, my driveway. Oh, sorry. Yeah, for a lot of you folks who were asking in the last live stream about, you know, what happened with Lala, I was like, well, Lala did start up. Lala drove fine. It's just they offered me a sweet deal on this car, and I could not pass it up, so I went ahead and took it. Because the problem with Lala was, oh man, they were charging us up to the yin-yang on insurance because of the fact it was a Jaguar. It was getting progressively older, which made the parts harder to get. So, the insurance was going to be due to already go up again on it. So when they offered me a chance at this lovely automobile here, I went ahead and took it. Especially with it being a 2015, it's a newer car. It's got some really nifty features on it that I haven't had before. I'm still getting used to that whole push button start crap. It's like, what the hell's all that about? But okay, now for you folks who do watch the Omega Files, all 4 or 5 of you, I did notice that when we don't do Doctor Who related topics, the numbers aren't as high as I'd like them to be. But the thing is, it's still a lot of us the same guys. I thought maybe, you know, at least some of you would be going, you know, I wonder what these guys are like when they ain't talking about, you know, talking about Doctor Who. But nope. So I don't know what to do. So this is what I decided to do. Now, how many folks here remember when we do the pick 3 things for Doctor Who? Anybody remember that? Okay, now not this Saturday, because this Saturday we're doing the animated Suicide Squad movie. But on the 28th, we're going to be doing pick 3. And I've challenged the panel to go out and pick 3 classic villains that they would like to see in return in the modern series and why. Also, I asked them to... Alright, oh, thank you. I asked them also, you know, for a bonus question, how would you think that this villain would interact with the current Doctor? Now, sure, we don't have a whole lot so far, but I figure we'll have a little fun, do a little speculation, and then that way, you know, we'll go ahead and get on with that. But what they don't know, I have another one in mind for the week after. Also, the Omega Files had its 5th anniversary here about a week or so ago. And I didn't get a chance to say anything about it. It's hard to believe I've been doing the podcast part of this thing for 5 years. And had a lot of fun on and off on the Omega Files, you know, especially, you know, a lot of people like it. You do any guests and any shirts. I had to take some time off. It's you have to do a lot of groundwork to get a celebrity landed onto your show. You know, especially there's some who just plain out, you know, refuse to do it. There's a few out there who, like, you know, have been interviewed so many times, you know, they just don't want to do it anymore. And we've been very, very lucky on the Omega Files that we've had Sophie Aldred on, we've had Mark Strickson on, Chase Masterson did an interview, Simon Fisher Becker, of course, the lovely Lisa Bowerman. You know, of course, I interviewed Elliot Chapman, who's doing a lot of work over at Big Finish now. Also, I heard the Dudman in operation today. He did a part for the Heliax Rift. And I haven't had a chance to listen to the 10th Doctor Chronicles yet, but it just seems to me like, why are we doing Chronicles if the current Doctor is still around and he's done Big Finish before? I don't know. It just seems to me like, you know, like I said, I got nothing against the Dudman personally, but it just seems to me like, you know, maybe Big Finish is investing in the future. But at the same time, I don't know, I just don't get it. That's just me. Okay, or here's the other reason. It's cheaper. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's cheaper. Than going out and getting Tenet. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, someone said something about Pete Walsh. Who the hell's Pete Walsh? I've heard of Bradley Walsh, and he does his morning Instagrams. If you get a chance, okay, I don't know. I don't listen to shit shot music. Just don't do it. It never appealed to me. I remember back in the days when rap artists were being laughed out of studios, and now it's the big hoop-de-dah thing. Basically, you just turn on somebody else's music and start ranting shit, and next thing you know, you're a damn hit artist. Or better yet, like, you know, the Puff Duty, who just goes out and takes other people's music and he yells over it, and next thing you know, he's a superstar, multimillionaire. I can never figure any of that shit out. Okay, so anything you folks want to talk about while I'm out here? Anything you want to do? Anyone? I only got a few minutes though because my battery's running low. So if you got questions, concerns, inquiries, please go ahead and put them up. They only pop up on the screen quickly, so if I miss it, I'm sorry. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so let's hit it. Da 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 da. All right. Look, there's the Tower of Sauron back there, you know. Mine? Well, my classic 3 monsters I want to go see back, you know. You're just going to have to tune in on 28. Okay, yeah, now I know you're talking about. I watched that video. Is it the one, yeah, Pete Walsh, he was the one that does that video where it's Eccleston's first convention? If that's the one I think it is, that was pretty hilarious. It's just amazing. Impressionists, though, are going to probably start getting the phone calls from Big Finish. I'm shocked they haven't called him up yet, because considering Chris Eccleston has not really, it doesn't seem like he wants to do Big Finish, I'm shocked they ain't gave him a phone call yet. Because I have an eerie feeling that's the way it's going to go. It's a lot cheaper to hire YouTube impressionists than it is to bring in the actual artists. I actually filmed, let's see, 2, 4. I think they're on 5 or 6 now. They won't be done actually till around June, for what I estimate. What the hell is EDM music? Yes, a lot of people do listen to Big Finish. If they didn't, they wouldn't be around for almost 20 years. Or actually over 20 years now. So there are people listening to it. Now the big question also is a lot of people, Big Finish ain't canon. I got some bad news for you. All that Big Finish ain't canon shit went out the window with Night of the Doctor when you had Paul McGann sitting there and he's naming off his Big Finish companions. You know, Charlie, Kara's, Yasmin, or Yasmin, or whatever it was. When he names off all them, those are all Big Finish companions. Canon. So, anything else? Go ahead. like I said, I ain't got a whole lot. I think my phone's down about half battery, so I would not be the least bit surprised. Matter of fact, Rubber Toe Replicas has apparently been dropping hints about a major reveal, and possibly it's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. And the way it's sounding, they're probably going to reveal the 13th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which means I have an eerie feeling that you're going to see Jodie Whittaker coming to the States in July. I would not be the least bit surprised if they pull another trailer fiasco, or trailer gate as we called it. And it pisses me off too, because the British people, the British fans, pay money with their TV licenses. And then, oh look, guess who gets the exclusive? A bunch of spoiled people who've got thousands of dollars to go to some con out in Podunk. And like I said, it's just a lot of us out here. I make a comfortable living, and I can't afford to go to like Galley One or anything like that. It's just, I don't see the point in flying cross country to go to a convention. I've got conventions all around me, so it's like, sure, I have to do a little bit of driving. Young War Doctor Adventures for Big Finish. That's the problem. It depends on who they get to do the Young War Doctor. Valyard could be, but you know. I'd like to think that the Valyard timeline was averted, even though it does get mentioned and all that from time to time. It's just, remember, he now had, at that point in the Sixth Doctor, reign, he now had foreknowledge that there was a possibility his evil self could come together and do dirty things. Now, we could have explored that in the 50th anniversary special, but instead we shoehorned in another Doctor and completely ruined the Time War. Yes, he would, but they can't afford him. Other sad news, by the way, really sad news. Yeah, it's been confirmed that Ash vs. Evil Dead is now canceled by Starz. And it's no big surprise. Sadly, the ratings for the last part of the last season were not all that spectacular. The other two series that I'm really concerned about is Lucifer. How many here watch Lucifer? Anybody? Any Lucifer fans? Well, Lucifer may also be on the chopping block. Don't know yet. It has not received a renewal notice, as well as iZombie. iZombie hasn't gotten one either. And normally by now, as a matter of fact, just about every other show there is has already gotten their renew papers. So, iZombie and Lucifer are kind of on the block. Sadly, Ash vs. Evil Dead is officially gone as of today. But like I said, sadly, it was not. I wasn't too surprised because there had already been word going on about the ratings problem. How Series 11 could fail? Crispy Pro recommended for me. Here's the problem. Any series can fail. The trick is that if you don't do it right, it can fall apart on you. This whole thing, it was one big gamble. And the problem is that's what you got to do, though. You can't keep doing the same shit over and over and over again and then expect to keep getting, people involved or interested. I actually had a guy go, the show was fine before Chibnall changed it. It was already doing well as it was. It did not need a big change. And I'm sitting there like, dude, this show has done major changes how many times over the last 55 years? Of course, I have worries about the next series. The problem is, it could all go wrong. It could all go disastrously wrong. If the writing's not there, if the team's not on the ball. Now, we already know they've hired Double Negative to do the special effects, and guess what? They're Oscar winners now. So, at least that's good news. You've got good press on that end. But, if the writing team's not any good, and the formula and the chemistry's not there, it can fall apart. It really can. What else we got, folks? Come on. I'm comfy now. I'm in my on my front porch. The zombie gnomes demand your attention. Yeah, I gotta clean this thing up. Maybe get out here with a pressure washer. Yes, Big Finish is canon. That was established all the way back in Night of the Doctor. Big Finish is canon. You might as well throw that argument out. So if... No, that's not been seen, at least that we know of. I'm hoping they go for more asexual nature again on the Doctor. Throw out all this kissy face, huggy bear nonsense. As it's just gotten silly. It got really, really silly during the Matt Smith and David Tennant era, where everybody's falling in love with the Doctor. Oh, I want to see what else you have two of. Oh, Rose, you're gonna love me. Oh, God. So any more questions, quandaries, inquiries? Hello, new folks. Come on in. Have a seat with me out here on the porch. It's become very irrelevant. Are you on dope? It is 420 here in the States, but come on. Doctor Who is still a 60 million pound a year cash cow for the BBC. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see another Rose. The angle it looks like they're going with is we found out that Bradley Walsh's character is married to Sharon D. Clarke's character. And that apparently... Oh, heck, now my brain's because I don't have my notes in front of me. But the other two characters are apparently going to be in their teens. So it sounds like we're dealing with a family dynamic for this next series, which, like I said, it can go wrong on you. It can blow up in your face like a bad fart next to a lighter. Varying locations. Let's see. There is rumor going around that they could possibly be filming in Ireland before this thing's all done. I was very shocked. I was incredibly amazed that they went all the way to South Africa. But considering how much cheaper it is to film an American period piece in South America. No, it is South Africa. I had it right the first time, Duck. But considering the architecture, why can't me and such get along? That's a long story. Let's just say that Dr. Freedom has never shut down a 20-something-year-old autistic man's channel. We haven't heard anything more on the filming in India. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if that's where they are at. That would be funny to find out they've been in India all this time and nobody knew it. But that is apparently on the slate. Somebody's hammering. Okay, somebody's hammering something. I don't know what. Well, the thing was that it was going to happen. Oh, I know what that is. It ain't hammering. It's one of them stupid little solar thingies up there clacking. Back in 1986, when the show went on hiatus, Sidney Newman, the man who created Doctor Who, actually approached the BBC and stated that he thought that Colin Baker should be replaced by a female actor. So, guess what, guys? The guy who created the show said that the Doctor could be female and should be female back in 1986. So, this is not a new idea. Also, to agree with Chris Eccleston, there's only so far you can go with with white skinny guys. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over. Matter of fact, here's my Nostradamus prediction. Are you ready? The next Doctor, they will go back to male, but he'll be a different race. Or either that or he won't be English. Then again, he'll probably be English, but a different racial type. They're saying, American Doctor, Bruce Campbell's available to work now. Anyone else? Oh, someone asked what I'm vaping. I am vaping something called... This is called... what's it? No, this isn't Wacom. This is Beetlejuice. So yeah, it was going to happen. The Doctor was going to be female, but nobody else had the stones to do it. It would depend. It depends on how much balls the Chib has. He's already shown an incredible amount of balls by making the Doctor a female. He really has. I was shocked. I didn't think anybody would have the courage to do it, at least not in my lifetime. I didn't think they would. So when I saw Jodie's name slipping up on the betting pool on that last day before the announcement, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was a gag, you know, like, what's her name they had on there? Tilda Swinton. Because there was no way in hell they were getting Tilda Swinton. Hello, all you new folks. Come on in. Sit down. If you have questions, inquiries, go ahead and pop them in. I'll try to answer what I do know for you. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, Rubber Toe Replicas is kind of hinting that there's going to be a 13th Doctor sonic screwdriver reveal, possibly at San Diego Comic-Con. But like I said, I got to go look at the evidence again. Yes, I can imagine River Song kissing Dr. 13 quite deeply. Uh-oh. Okay, they've been setting up the Doctor being... Yeah, they have. Because, all right, we found out later that Moffat, towards the end of his reign, you got to remember, he originally was not going to do that final Christmas special, but what happened was Chibnall said, look, I'm not going to come in and start my new Doctor on a one-off Christmas special, and then the fans are going to have to wait, to see the whole series with her involved. That's kind of cruel. So that's why Moffat agreed to do Twice Upon a Time and all that. That's why they set it up. Also, he didn't have a whole lot of time to throw anything together at that point for, Chibnall. So a lot of people have jumped on this bandwagon that there's not going to be a Christmas special. We have not heard that announced yet. It's called, they've never counted the Christmas specials as being part of the series that ran before or after. So, yes, they're filming Series 11 right now. It will consist of 10 episodes, but there's been no mention of them filming a Christmas special yet because they probably haven't got to it yet is all. Yeah, you're right on that. Because from what I heard at Galley 1, the TARDIS interior and the 13th Doctor sonic screwdriver was still in the concept stage at that point. But that was a couple months ago. So chances are they've moved on to prototype by now, but you probably won't get a reveal on it until San Diego Comic-Con. Same thing with, I'm going to lay money. I'm having a Nostradamus moment. Are you ready? How many folks are... Oh, no. You're probably going to get a trailer for Series 11 at San Diego Comic-Con. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to do like they've done where they're going to have it revealed on the BBC probably later that evening. I don't think they're going to be dumb enough to do the exclusive trailer bullshit again, because that caused way too many negative waves with the fans overseas. It's not, I know. The only speculated precise date I've heard that makes any sense, because we found out the one episode that they were filming. I'm deeply sorry about the Bing sound. It's my fault. I forgot to disable my notifications. And these idiots are sitting here yammering away while I'm on here. That's right. I'm talking about you, Philip Archer. Oh. So, sorry about the Bing sound, guys. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That one episode with the quote-unquote mud witches with possibly King James I, played by, what's his name, Cumming. That's going to possibly be the Halloween episode. Now, if that is episode 3 or 4, that could put your first episode at, at October 6th. So that seems to be the friendly, speculative date right now. We don't have anything definite on that. So don't mark it on your calendars and go, Dr. Freedom said so. Because if it was up to me, they'd be airing that shit last weekend of August, first week of September at the latest. That way you can get it at least, a couple months from now. Okay. They've done the World Cup thing before, but the thing is, they're going to want to pimp Jodie out as much as possible. I can see Chibnall showing up now at San Diego Comic-Con with his really cool hat with a big ostrich feather. They're going to want to pimp that out as much as possible. All right, King James I, who is also known as King James VI of Scotland, Yeah, he was in around the time of the... You see, a lot of people have this misconception that the Salem witch hunts and all the Salem witch trials was just going on here in America. It was going on all over Europe as well. Because I think that... So, that's set right in the time that King James I was, towards the end of his reign. So, that makes a lot of sense that, yeah, it's going to take place, in the European side of things with the witch hunts and all that going on. Also, we had filming reports, but no pictures. There were scenes being filmed in a cove or off one of these rivers. Oh, shit, I can't remember. Like I said, I don't have my notes in front of me out here on the porch of them drowning witches, which was kind of like a ritual. I love how smart we were back then. It's like, I got an idea. Let's tie her to this thing. We're going to stick this poor woman underwater. And then guess what? If she drowns, or no, if she floats, she's a witch, and we have to kill her. If she drowns, she was innocent. Oh, gosh. Nah, Jenna Coleman's done. Someone was asking me, is there a chance Jenna Coleman's going to come back? I know, you're only joking, but I figured I'd bring this up now. And Jenna Coleman's doing a mini-series right now. They're filming it down in Melbourne, Australia. And you'll notice, if you've seen recent pictures of her, her hair is kind of like gone blonde. So that's for that role. Now, here's the thing. While I think they're going to show some historical events, we do not know if they're pure historicals or not. That is all speculation at this point. Like I said, a lot of people are freaking out about DWSR and all that, and I don't know why. Pictures of them filming on set does not really reveal anything if you don't show, like, any major character who's going to show back up or anything like that. It's not going to affect anything. Also, a lot of these people are just being fans or just going out there, to meet the new Doctor. You're preaching to the choir on Susan Foreman. I have been shouting that since the 50th anniversary. No, we do not know if those were Santarans or Jadoons, by the way, that were in South Africa. We did not have a close enough image to tell. My speculation is they look more like Jadoon, but that's just what I saw. Anything else? You want to see something pretty? Did y'all see the bunny rabbit? Ugh. He just came right up here, didn't he? Hey, do y'all see did I get a good view of the bunny rabbit? He's never done that before. BBC America, yeah, they've always shown a lot of Star Trek, so that's not, a big surprise. Oh, cool, because I've never seen that rabbit do that before. That's a completely wild rabbit. He's never come that close, or he or she, I'm not sure. I've never gotten a good enough look. Okay, so, hang on, let's go take a look at the new car, by the way. Hang on. Now, everybody, please give a magical wish, and Dr. Freedom might be able to get the hell back up out of this chair. Clap your hands and say, up, Dr. Freedom, up. Oh. Speaking of the new car, let's go over there. All right. Oh, thanks. I needed that. Oh, let's head over this way. Sorry about the glare. You see, that's the one downfall of my location is the sun blares right in on the porch, especially during the summer. Okay. I think the name's Jody for the new car. It's just kind of sticking on me. That's the name that just seems to be sticking on me is going to be Jody, because I don't know, it's just the name that popped on my head. Oh crap, some bird shit on my damn hood, man. Now I'm gonna have to go get it washed again. That's the only problem with the darker colors, that shows dirt a bit more, but still, I like that shade of blue. How about you? Well, folks, we're approaching the 30-minute mark, and my battery is running mighty low. It is almost the right shade for a kind of a TARDIS blue. I don't know. You be the judge. It's a bit darker, I think, than that is. But oh, I'd love to ride inside Jody. Oh, got to keep my respective objective opinion there. Yeah. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the live stream, but I think I got to hit on it. Look, there's the Tower of Sauron lurking in the background. Ugh. It's spying upon us from Mordor. And I hope you all enjoy these. I like doing them. Why are you making noise? I don't even have my keys with me. Let's see, my keys are in the house. I want to thank you all for you folks who did come on. Remember, if you want to ask questions, Ingrid, be sure to come over to the Dr. Freedom page on Facebook. The link for it is always below in the description box on just about all my news videos. Also, oh, hang on, look. Come here, Mr. Rabbit. Come here, Mr. Rabbit. Hi, Rabbit. I can't believe this. The rabbit's upstaging me, man. There he goes. Look at that little shit. But yeah, be sure to come over to the Facebook page, ask questions. Also, you can give me a message there, and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. I don't use the Instagram page all that much. That's why I don't have the link for it up. Or be sure to drop one in the comment, in the comment box on the videos. I'll try to get to them. And a lot of people are going, "You heart all your comments," and I'm like, that's because I appreciate all the comments. I like interacting with the audience as much as I can. It's the reason I started doing this mess, was because there was people out there, like somebody who was mentioned earlier in the comment box, who just didn't get it, who was they pour out complete bullshit, and I like to try to get you guys the proper, accurate information. Because when I started this thing, it was when I started doing the news videos, and that was back in 2011. It was because, oh, I think I got a spider on my hat, little bugger. Get off there, you little craphead. I started doing this because back in 2011, there was a couple of different, respective tabloids who were telling the fans that it was signed and confirmed that Gillian Anderson was going to be doing the Ronnie at the end of Series 5 as the main villain. And sadly, a lot of people bought into it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've been watching this show for some years. I know a little bit about it. And so I started digging, and it's been a very great few years. It really has. Like I said, I've gotten meet over line. I got to meet Sophie Alder online. I'm going to get to meet her in person this year at Ohio Who, by the way. If you're in the Ohio area, be sure to check out the link for Ohio Who down in the description box on most of my videos. I'm going to try to make sure it gets on this one. Live streams, they don't do the upload default. So, till then, everybody, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know I will, because for once, I don't have to work tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow for the Omega Files. We're going to be talking about the animated movie, which is Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. Also, be really sure to look out on the 28th, because we're going to be doing the Pick 3, where I have the panel pick 3 classic villains that they'd like to see return and why, and all that. And as a bonus, I said, how do you think they would interact with the female, the new Doctor, the female Doctor? So take care, ta-ta. Now it's definitely bye-bye, so I'll see you on the flip side.